Hey YouTube, Jeff Lauder here, former DUI cop turned DUI defense attorney in Central Florida. Today we're going to discuss how you can refuse to do roadside sobriety exercises without the officer making you look like a jerk. You see, the police officers are trained to turn your refusal to cooperate as an indicator or a sign of impairment. And right or wrong, they do that each and every time you do refuse to cooperate or refuse to do the roadside sobriety exercises. But after doing this for, over a decade, thousands of times, I found one way that it was really difficult for me to manipulate into a situation that was beneficial for me and harmful to the person that I was investigating. And here it is. When the police officer asks you to do the field sobriety exercises, your response should be, sure, I'll do them. I just want to talk to my attorney first to verify that that's okay. What you've done is by agreeing that you'll do them, you just want to verify with your attorney, you've now changed the focus. The focus was on you, on whether you're going to perform the field sobriety exercises, and now you've shifted the focus back to the police officer on whether he's going to let you consult with your attorney. Now, I would say 95% of the time, probably higher, probably more like 99% of the time, the police officer is not going to let you consult with an attorney. They're not going to let you make a phone call. And that's great. Then you can say, okay, sorry, I'm not going to, I will cooperate, I'd love to cooperate, but I'm not going to do this without talking to my attorney. And the focus becomes, from a jury standpoint, on why the police officer wouldn't let you talk to an attorney. They're violating your rights. I don't agree that's a violation of rights, but I think that may be perceived as that from a jury standpoint. So if they don't allow you to make the phone call, that's pretty easy. And you say, well, and if you're going to deny me my rights, then I'm not going to cooperate with that, and am I free to go? I think that'd be your next line of questioning. Probably going to be arrested. When you refuse to do field sobriety exercises, there's a really, really, really good chance that you're going to be arrested. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So what if they do let you make the phone call? You're scrolling through your phone, you're like, I don't have an attorney's number saved here. What do? I would say that you call your brother, you call your cousin, you call your best friend, you call your wife, your husband, whoever you can call. Pretend like you're on the phone with the attorney. Pretend that. Just talk to them, explain the circumstances. Once you get off the phone, hang up the phone, do this out of earshot from the police officer. Once you get off the phone, go back to the police officer and say, after talking to my attorney, he suggests that I not comply with the field sobriety exercises, that they're designed for me to fail. Now that's important. There's two different things there. One, you're putting the onus on the attorney now. So you want to cooperate still. I'd love to cooperate with you, officer. My attorney just says I'm not allowed to, and I got to follow the advice of my attorney. I think that's reasonable. Second, you're also tossing a little jab in there, a little bit of punch where you say, he tells me they're designed for me to fail. I think that's a good one for the jury to hear as well, since most DUI stops are recorded. Now, we talked about the fact that you're probably going to be arrested. It's not set in stone, but it's a pretty general rule of thumb that if somebody refuses to do field sobriety exercises, that they're going to be arrested. The flip side of that coin, though, is if you've been drinking and they're asking you these field sobriety exercises, chances are you're going to be arrested regardless. So either way, you're probably going to jail in the short term. The question is, are you going to give them the evidence to convict you in court for the long term? Your short term is screwed. You're making decisions now for the long term. Refuse to do the field sobriety exercises and just keep your mouth shut through the entire arrest process. Answer basic questions, be polite, but do not give them anything more than your biographical information. Well, I think this wraps things up, guys. I look forward to reading your comments down below, and ask me any questions, and I'll interact with you there.